Hey everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today we take a look at Mount & Blade 2 because Daniel played it and he's of course with me here as well.
Hello!
So Daniel, what are we seeing today? Because last year at Gamescom we actually made a few battles happen and I uploaded that on my house's channel. Today we're back with the new Byte and of course we want to see what is new since 1 year has passed.
Right, so this time around it wasn't just the battles. Before we had battles and we could control some of them. I think that was more of the multiplayer aspect. This time it's a bit more campaign and single player. So right at the beginning there were 3 characters that you could choose from that had different skills. I personally, when I've played Mount & Blade, I've always been a sword one-handed fighter, so I was like, okay, I'll pick that. So they have, as here, they've got the encyclopedia with all the different stuff. They've rejigged it, so it looks really nice now. Very smooth, easy to transition through. So yeah, I was just going through. They said have a look at starting a quest, and so I went on to do that in a bit. But I thought I'd have a look through all the different menus that I could find because they had a couple of shortcuts. So that was just the party screen that shows you all the different people in your party. This screen is the inventory screen where they have a drag and drop system now, so you can take items that are around you or in your party. You can drag them, drop them onto your character, and the character automatically displays them. So I thought I'd try out the town. They said do a little bit of a tutorial. And traditionally in Mount & Blade, you go into a town, not much happens. It's just a few vendors here and there, and mainly bleak streets. But as soon as I went into the character to speak to a character in the tavern, there seemed to be a lot more people than usual because you don't see that many people normally. So I just spoke to her and I read through. She had a bit of a backstory that included, I believe it was getting taken in by bandits or marauders, and then there was a massive crackdown. Her local village burned, so she took a bit of the money, and she ran away from them. So I said, let's join up together, yeah. So she didn't. They don't seem to have much different in terms of that from Mount & Blade 1 to Mount & Blade 2. Okay. This seems to be roughly about the same as what they had, but I think a bit more in-depth story. Okay. And yeah, as you can see, immediately everything around was way more populated. Oh yeah. And they had stuff on the tables which weren't there before, and the graphics looked lovely. So at this point, it said...
But you could also just walk around then, I guess?
Yes, so you can walk around the tavern.
No, the tutorial takes you out again.
Yes, the tutorial takes you different places, so it didn't force me anywhere, but it says, just go do this and do that and the other. So with recruitment now, before it was just kind of, in this area, you can recruit some local people and some more advanced people if you get lucky, and it was a random chance when you hit villages, when you hit towns. Yeah. But this time now, it's got a lot more... people. You can also see on the left-hand side you have some more important individuals that you can get, but you have to speak to them beforehand, and it also tells you how much money you have, how much money it's going to cost you, and then you have all those people straight in your party. So it went straight on to saying go get a quest. I thought, why not? Let's go do a quest. Yeah. So it drops you right in front of the person when you click up at the top where it had that information bar to say these people have quests.
So it's not like in an open world sense, you would just say, okay, there's somebody, talk to them, near there and there, and just walk there?
Yeah, I was kind of getting to that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's fine, because if you really want to do the quest super quickly, this is great, because it just drops you straight in front of them and you're like, hello, I have a quest to do. So this guy was like, I need people to go out and get some bandits for me. Yeah. Will you do it? I also have some people, and I'll pay for them and they can join your group. So automatically increasing the size of my party, which is great. So after I spoke to him, it dropped me in the town centre, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can walk around. Immediately I was seeing that there's way more detail than Mount & Blade 1. You could also press and hold Alt, I believe, and it tells you these are all the people that you can speak to, all the locations you can go to. So there's the tavern, there's the guy with a quest over there. I was looking for, I wondered what that symbol was, and I wasn't sure what was going on with that, but it just seemed to be like a relic of something, maybe, but this game is a work in progress.
Sure.
So yeah, I was walking around and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, if I wanted to try and find something, and I saw the arena, and I remembered from Mount & Blade 1, arenas are a lot of fun. They're a way to like get into combat super quickly.
Sure.
Probably die super quickly, which is what I did quite a bit.
Oh.
But yeah, so it allowed. I ended up walking into a back alley and getting a bit lost, and then.
I mean, with that beauty, it's actually quite nice.
Oh
too.
yeah, it's lovely to get lost because you can just see how much detail has gone into it.
Oh yeah.
And there's little open storefronts and everything. This part where I went straight into kind of like the main town centre, you'd never see this in Mount & Blade 1. There's not that many people. There's people doing stuff, and then look how gorgeous that looks. It's incredible.
Wow.
There's a whole bustling city going on, which you never really got in Mount & Blade 1. It wasn't really, because they didn't have enough, resources or something to make it happen. But I even talked to a townsperson, and he tells you a little bit of information. You can look for somebody, or you can just leave them alone. And it was just such a fresh experience, even though the game, the whole core of the game is very, very similar.
Yeah, it feels very organic to just walk around, chat up with somebody, say, hey, I'm looking for someone, and then you could start something, or just get nothing back. Whatever it is, what's available right now.
Yeah, so I just went to the arena, and the arena looks very similar to what they do originally. I'm thinking this kind of area, the map is more Roman inspired, as it had lots of those columns, the toga that he's wearing and everything. It really does that. So I was trying to figure out how I can join. I was like, so can I join this and that and the other? So I thought I'd fight in a melee first, because they're the easiest ones to go straight into. But I forgot how difficult they are, and there's no difficulty scaling, so I was just dropped in, and but yeah, the combat is very, very similar.
Ouch!
Brutal hits.
There you go.
The combat is very similar, with using your mouse to direct like where you want to hit them and everything.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to be a little bit more careful than I was.
But also the opponents are fighting against each other.
Yes.
So it's not just 1 versus 30, it's actually
it's
everyone.
1 versus 100, as many as they can spawn in, and then as you can see, I died super quickly because I forgot that entirely.
Oh no!
And this time I spawned, and I was given a spear and some javelins to work with. So it's like, okay, I'll just throw a couple of jabs, see if that works. And this time I think I did a little bit better, as I was able to work through the spear, and then I think I picked up the mace as well, just for some close quarters combat.
Okay.
Yeah, so
let's see.
Get a bit of a mace.
So it looks like you're just free to go and have some fun.
Yeah.
So are you actually like getting experiences that will also help you in some way?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure, because that was one of the. I was like, oh, there's somebody behind me. But I think this is where I might have died or something. But I believe experience translates across, but it's also the arena is just a classic way of getting your skills quite up, because
like a training ground.
Yeah, because it allows you to go, okay, how do I work with this new thing that I got? How do I work with these things? So it really allows you to experience just all the weapons as much as you want.
Because I remember last year when we were having the big fights, and you were just playing like one of the leaders. All the combat, I just died a lot.
Yes,
I just couldn't figure out like, how can I do this? How is this properly played?
Yeah.
So it seems like a good thing to do, just walking around, beat each other up, and see how you can improve yourself against those
it was
enemies.
so. Yeah, because they had this in the original one, which makes it just like a classic thing to come back, and it's
that's a work in progress.
Teeth, lots of teeth.
Yeah.
So yeah, this time I decided to join the tournament, which is a bit more bracket faced in groups.
Yes, I see.
So I noted where I was with the group, bet a little bit of money, and thought, okay, I can do this because I've got some people to help me, and it's a bit more focused rather than just run around and try and get to whatever.
There we go.
So yeah, they had different forms of, like, they had mounted combat, and they also had some archers as well. So you really pick your targets and try and keep your guys alive as much as possible, as well as take out everyone else.
Nice.
Brutal. But yeah, you really you really learn how to like block and attack and just try and get everything down. But this guy on horseback was I think a bane in our team for a while, and I think I even died to him at one point.
Oh no.
Because he can come at you so fast and deal a lot of damage very quickly.
It's a little bit unfair, isn't it?
Yeah, but I forgot because I realised after that I had completed this match that you can actually, all the horses that are walking around, you can actually get on them.
Yeah.
Like you can pick up the weapons and everything. So at this point I was like, I'll pick up a bow and some arrows, and I'll just try and get a few shots in.
Just shoot him down!
But that's what I liked about the arena, because you can just pick up any weapon that you can think of.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I just got a massive takeout.
Yeah.
But you can pick up any weapon that the opponents are using, which is great, because if you spawn with something you're not really happy with, and then
no!
Run over! So I thought I could take over this guy, but there doesn't seem to be a way to do that. So it took me a while, but I ended up figuring out how to get out of it. But I was like, this is going to go on forever. So I was just spamming a few keys to try and get out, and I ended up finding the some menus and stuff, and then I realised, wait, isn't it tab to get out? So yeah.
What's cool is you can actually go free mode.
Yes, that was
fly
good.
around the camera.
At this point I was like, yeah, they're going to be here for a long time, and I was like, yes, I will skip this match.
Oh, that's actually good, yeah.
But we ended up, so somehow he ended up winning, so we went through to the next round, which was great. So I decided this time I think I have a better chance. Just bet everything, pretty much. So yeah, it was the same kind of thing.
Probably because our guy actually went on the horse. Now he died. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yes. So the guy on the horse died, and then I was like, okay, let's work together, try and help the AI as much as possible. But you can see just like the combat is just so fluid.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, this guy needs to go. This guy needs to go right now.
All right.
Oof. But yeah, it just felt it had the classic feel of Mount & Blade, which is what you really want in a second iteration of the game. But it also had these kind of all of these moments where it was like, this is really improved, like with the townspeople and everything.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah,
nice.
That was great. I enjoyed that a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, getting the just speaking to people and walking around and finding all of the just like fruit on the table and how detailed they look and everything. It was just a great experience to see. And this time I was like, yes, no horses.
Yeah, 2v2, no horses.
So yeah, this bit was just mash on them until they went down, and then the last bit was just a one-on-one.
Very lucky that your NPC partner took the aggro.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, because this is the tournament, it's me and him up against each other in the next round. Sure. How it's built and everything.
How friends become foes.
How friends become foes, yes. But yeah, so I really enjoyed...
I want to see what the outcome is.
Oh, the outcome is I win. Spoiler alert.
Oh, come on. But how?
But how?
Okay. Cut the throat. Again?
Slap him with the blade.
You missed there? Okay. Oh, it's sort of like how you have different kinds of swings and can actually work with that.
Yeah, because that's something that's always been unique to Mount & Blade. You just hold down the left mouse button, move your mouse around, and that determines like where the swing is and everything. So yeah, through how I won, not only did I get some monetary reward from betting, I also won a new horse,
nice.
Which was really good, because that was, I think, a new feature that they decided to add, that you could win items by going through tournaments that are happening locally. So yeah, the tutorial was saying that I didn't have enough food for my party, so I thought I'd come in, buy a little bit of food, which is nice because it shows you what they have available. Because before it was just item bags, and you would drag them across. But this shows you like how much they are, how many items there are of it. So just trying to think of what else I did. Oh yes, with the town, there was something interesting. As I've been highlighting over the town, you notice that at one point there's kind of like a little lip in. I don't know if I highlight it again, but that's to tell you where the entrance of the town is. And if you're on the other side of the town, then you ride towards the entrance, and you can only enter through the entrance.
Oh,
because in Mountain Blade 1 it was wherever you enter from city-wise, that you just go straight in there, straight into the town. So you can kind of see it a little bit, but I keep on moving around because I'm trying to figure out all the controls of movement, and the camera is slightly different as well.
So it could happen that you probably get cut off from a city because you're actually around it and you can't go somewhere because there's enemy folks, for example.
Yeah, so if an enemy is near the entrance of the city, then you can't get in unless you go up against them, which really kind of allows you to set up your defenses when you're doing castle sieges and stuff, which is again a new iteration for the game, which I really like. So with this was just kind of a pre-set up so that I could see what I had in my inventory before I attacked these looters, and then it was classic Mountain Blade combat of your guys running towards them and them running towards you.
Beautiful landscape.
Beautiful landscapes.
Oh, awesome.
A horse and a bunch of guys with some rocks over the hill.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, but it's. You'll recognise this gameplay as it's very similar to what we were doing, because I think last year was very multiplayer focused.
Yes. Free versus free.
Yes. So whereas this year is a bit more single player, a bit more campaign focused.
That's what you do then.
Yeah.
Probably.
So yeah, the combat is again very fluid, very similar to the original game. If you've played the original game, you'll recognise all the different different ways of doing it. No, he's not. I missed him first time, I think. Yeah. Whoops.
Second time.
Come back here.
And there we go. All the things. There we go, yeah.
So yeah, and then the battle ends, and then you can tab to see the results. And this is a bit more interesting because you can see what renown you got, who died, who got injured, who surrendered and ran away. And then the upgrading screen is a lot more visual now. You can see like, oh, this troop does this and how much it costs, what they look like and everything. And it was really nice to see this so that you can better see, oh, I have some units that I need to upgrade. So with these ones I could see I had 2, but I didn't have very many of both units, so I thought I'd get one of each, just to kind of round them out a bit more.
Sure.
And then I took a few of the looters as prisoners, because in the first game you can take prisoners, sell them off, and I thought, I wonder if it's going to be roughly the same as that.
Yeah.
And then it went on to the looting screen again, which is very similar to the first game, but this time with the drag and drop. So I just dragged on a hood that's upgraded my head hit points a little more, gave me a bit of head armor, which is nice. And then I went through and I think I said anything that's got above 20 coinage wise, I'll take that and I'll sell it in the town later. Easy, simple drag and drop, whereas before I think it was you had to click a few times to properly get the inventory across.
Alright, that seems very interesting. There's lots of more stuff that we have from Mountain Blade to Bannerlord, so I'm very excited for you guys out there to see your reactions to it. We all know that it's taken quite a while until the game comes out, and so far they have no update on when this will finally be available.
No update yet, but definitely looking forward to it and can't wait to see some more from those guys.
Alright, that's it so far from us, from the New Byte. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you like, guys, please give it a like on the video and subscribe to not miss any new videos. Follow us at The New Byte everywhere, especially Twitter and Instagram, where we're extra active this week just for Gamescom. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching and see you soon.
Bye, guys.